My name is Steve Bruce, and I am a video journalist with CBC here in Charlottetown. A video journalist is someone who goes out with a camera and a microphone every day and finds a story to tell Islanders. So I'll go out and put a news story together, I shoot it all myself, I do all the interviews, and I take it back and edit it all together and write it up and put together a 2-minute news story for PI. I went to journalism school at St. Thomas University in Fredericton. They have a journalism program there, and you learn all about radio and print and television. I decided after that television's what I wanted to do. I actually got a job with CBC just in my last semester of university, and I've been with them ever since, so 3 years now. Well, I come in the morning at around 8:45, and we're all required to come up with our own story for the day generally. So I start looking in the newspapers and on blogs, and even when I'm not at work, I'm just always got my eyes and ears open for anything that we should be covering in the news. So I'll go into a story meeting at 9 o'clock and pitch my idea for the day, and they'll say, okay, do that as a story. So then I go out and I start making calls. I figure out who I need to talk to for the story and see if they're willing to do an on-camera interview for TV. And then I'll go out in my vehicle with my camera and my microphone, and I'll interview the people that I need and get all the shots that I need, because you need pictures for television. So I film whatever's happening for that story and figure out what shots I need. I get all the information that I need, and then I go back to the newsroom, and I have a little editing system at my desk. So I pick out all the clips that I want to use for the story, and I write all the information up in a way that people are going to understand, I guess. And then I get it vetted by an editor, and they say, okay, yes, you can put this story to air. And then I record my voice and put the pictures over top of it and push it to air at 5:30, and it goes to air at 6 o'clock, and I go home. I think the favorite part for me, well, two things. I think it's like an awesome excuse to go out and talk to just about anybody on PEI. It'd be weird for me today, we're here filming this hockey. I wouldn't just go into the stands and say, hey, can I just sit down and have a chat with you if I wasn't a video journalist. But because I have my microphone and my camera, it's not unusual for me to just go and say, hey, can I have a conversation with you? And so I get to meet lots of interesting people. And I really like the creative process of kind of starting the day with this little story idea, and then at the end of the day, turning it into this 2-minute news piece that people are going to sit at home and watch and hopefully be informed and entertained by. The worst thing. It can be stressful sometimes, because every day you have a deadline, sometimes 2 deadlines for the 5 o'clock newscast and then one for the 6 o'clock newscast, and you are expected to get a lot done in a day. And lots of times people don't necessarily want to talk to you. It's hard to line up people for your story, but you still need to come up with something to go to air. So making sure that everything gets done at the end of the day can be a challenge sometimes, and you're looking at your watch and you can't have your story not go to air, so it's stressful. It's pretty good with CBC, and here's a little secret. If you're going to work for CBC, they have the same salary right across the country. So here on PEI, where the cost of living is lower than Toronto or Vancouver, you make more with CBC, whereas if you were in Toronto, it might not be as great a salary. But here it's about $45,000 to $60,000, I guess, which is good for for a day's work, I think. Changing all the time. I mean, I think especially now, the newspaper industry in particular is a tough one, because people are going online so much now for their news, but it seems like people still have an appetite for radio and for TV. So it's not an easy business to get into, but I think anyone who's looking to get into journalism, maybe TV or radio is a better option right now than print. Generally nowadays, they want people with a journalism degree. So mine was called a Bachelor of Arts with a major in journalism. So I went through 4 years of school and learned all about journalism and about shooting on the technical side of it. And then I also took lots of political science and sociology and psychology courses, things that can help you when you're out doing your job. So you either have to do a Bachelor of Arts in Journalism or a Bachelor of Journalism, or Holland College has a really good journalism program here too. At one time you could just kind of walk off the street and say, hey, I know how to talk to people, can I have a job with CBC? And they'd hire people that way, but it doesn't work like that anymore.